of my face is red, with breasts, with a shoulder of a friend, with a corner of a desk, with communion, with a yes, and I tell you.
Sucker back.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to fucking Pretty Much Experts. I'm Robert John, lockdown in Toronto, Canada. That was a long rip, bud.
Yeah, I thought
That was 3 lungs
Jesus.
worth.
I wanted to do the like your mom's house, just like the never-ending intro. That was my
Yeah.
inspiration.
You know, goal achieved. Achievement unlocked.
Yeah.
The 10-hour intro.
These are the sacrifices that I do for the show. Now I'm gonna be high, and
You're
you
gonna
guys
be-
talk
yeah.
talk amongst yourselves for
We
10 minutes,
commend you
please.
for it.
I'm Skyler, by the way.
The third man in the booth, Mike, in the Scotch tape fucking Vancouver van
Matching
double,
hat.
matching hat, matching background, leather recliner in the
Sponsor.
fucking van.
New
Like you're
sponsor,
living a high life.
Dude, it is what it is, buddy.
I don't even have that in my home.
No one has that in their
I
home.
got a fucking neck massager last week too. It's been just blowing my mind.
I was talking to
Best massage of my life.
a bud the other day. He was like, "Oh, I listened to your podcast. I had no idea that like Mike lived in a van." I was like, "Oh yeah, that's what he does." And he's like, "Yeah, like every now and then I've been like tuning in. Like, when did he do that?" And it's like 2-ish years ago. Like
Episode 8.
yeah,
I
like the
think.
third
Yeah,
episode,
the whole
like
time.
the whole time. Like there might be 2 indoor
The whole
episodes. Like, and he was just like blown away. I'm just like, wait, what? Like, how does like what? Like he just what? And he lives better than anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Answers
It's got
to
a
no
rolling
one.
recording
Oh, for sure,
studio.
Rolling, yeah, Tim Hortons parking lot.
Well, I mean, it's better
leather
in some ways,
recliner.
and it's also a stretch in others. But you know, like it's afforded me like some perspective and some real freedom. You know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I would say it's the best I've ever lived,
Right.
to a degree, you know.
Yeah.
Like just again, like there's comforts in it and there's a lot of sacrifice in it, but I mean this is a comedy podcast, so also I get to piss everywhere I want, so that's pretty cool. Yeah,
There's as many instruments as there are piss jugs laying around.
oh yeah.
yeah. Like I get a few people reaching out, being like, "Is it a like?" I had one like this is a while back. I had one like kind of like weekend friend kind of thing, and be like, "Is this a gimmick?" I was like, "What's a gimmick?" I was like, "Do you fucking know me?"
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what in my life is a gimmick?
yeah,
You know?
Just that haircut.
yeah.
Yeah, just that stupid haircut.
Just
That's
haircut
funny
you
that
wanted
you
to bring
said
up.
that word though, because I did like a different. Like this might have been like a month or 2 ago. I was talking to someone, and they're like, "What's with the podcast?" And you like interview that homeless guy. I'm like, "Well, he's not really homeless." Like,
we don't interview.
like
him.
the show isn't
I'm high
us.
class homeless.
Yeah, the show's
High
not
class.
us interviewing a homeless guy. It's just like our buddy
Well,
that.
kind of is.
But then that person was like, so that like I just thought that was like your gimmick thing, like you and your brother interviewed a homeless guy every week, and it's like no, like he's kind of like
Well, kind of is though.
kind of
when you
is
say it
like the
that.
show is mostly like your fucking tales and tribulations combined
It's
with
gonna
ours.
be that this week. I'll tell you that much.
I mean,
Yeah.
you wanted to
It's
kick
this
gonna-
week
me,
it's gonna be
And
that.
guess what? It's got nothing
Yeah.
to do about living in a van.
you wanted to kick things off
No,
with talking
some
about
of it
your
does.
your haircut that you just got. Like that's some
Oh
good.
my god! I
homeless...
didn't want to talk about a fucking haircut. I never wanted to talk about hair. Of all the people that should be talking about the haircut, it should be you there, Gunty.
My haircut's cool.
Okay.
Gunthy's got
Yeah,
a cool
it's cool.
dude.
It is.
I'm
It is
keeping
cool. I
it.
told you.
Yeah.
I was on your side though. I was on future RJ's side. I said
Yeah.
right away, when it grows out, it's gonna look cool.
Mhm.
But right now, you look like a
Yeah,
agate.
I looked like a. I
You
definitely.
look like a Michael Fagan.
What I looked like
Yeah,
that,
you look like a
especially when it was
Michael
real
Fagan,
short and I burned the whole top of my head off and it was all scabs.
Oh, it's hilarious.
But now that it's grown
you're
in and it's
fragile
like
little Irish skin.
blonde, it's like I think this is the look for like a year or so. Like I'm into it.
It's a good look. Yep.
Yeah, with the like
When
the
I did
mustache that
my-
I got going. Like, it's real. But also,
Oh, it's what?
Yeah.
Who's that guy that's like super gay that was on The Simpsons that time and was like the zap?
John Waters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a pencil mustache. This is a fucking brunette.
You should though. You
you
totally
should.
should.
I
You
mean,
got
it
the
is the
right
time.
facial hair for it. You should do a
It
pencil
is like
mustache.
lockdown. That like who gives a shit? I don't see anybody. I might as well get a
Yeah,
pencil
you
in.
should do it. You should do it for next time we record.
Mm-hmm.
Look really French.
That's fair. Okay.
You know.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
it or don't come.
F for French. Actually, that is for French.
Yeah, you
not
look
for
fucking
ag.
French, bud. Some fucking French hat.
No, I don't want to talk about my hair. Fuck that.
Well, you were trying. We're
But I
talking
did-
about it.
But I was trying to grow some stupid
you were trying
hair
to
and
grow a
gave up on
mullet,
it, yeah.
and it didn't take because
Well,
your hair's too
before
bushy.
Rue sat down. Yeah, it's too bushy. Before your brother sat down, before Rue sat down, me and RJ were just like having a quick talk about my stupid hair, and it's like that was it. It was like I always wear a hat, and it looked good without a hat. Like I could pull it off. If I could have medium length hair and never wear a hat, fine. But I wear a hat. I always wear a hat. It looked bushy. Like it was just like this clump back here. It was before it like winged out. It was just a clump. Like I was wearing a neck pillow around the top of my the bottom of my
Airplane pillow.
No, I get it. Like
airplane pillow. Yeah.
I'm going through
bad,
this weird phase in my adult life where I'm washing my hair
Oh,
and
interesting.
Oh yeah.
and I hate
I haven't made it to that phase.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to like you know just trying to like
I just run the hand soap north. through
right
it.
yeah, but so like I'm just trying to like
that's all
contain
I
my
do.
smells, and I understand
soap,
that I
whole
think
body.
that like my fucking elephant foot of smell, if it's not like my crotch and my underpants, it's like my or those are the same things, crotch and my underarms,
beard?
like it's got to be the carpet on the top part of my body.
Oh.
Like just
Have you
that
had
stink
like
of-
external complaints, or you're just aware that you got a little
Oh,
musk?
have I had complaints?
Oh my god!
My
Every
God,
minute
I have
of
a
the
whole
day.
department. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
You
Yeah,
smell
yeah.
like a chimpanzee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's an
yeah. Oh,
anonymous
yeah.
like tip jar in the kitchen that's full.
Yeah, it's just, I don't need to read them. I just see it get really full, and then I know it's time to cut my hair.
Yep.
Right? But so I've been trying to wash it, but like what Mike's saying is, it's like I feel like when I get out of the shower and everything's said and done, I just look like Kane from wrestling after like an hour match.
Right. Yeah, I know the look. Yeah, just a poof.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just poof
Slick
city.
and curly.
Yeah, you're an
Yeah.
entrance. You're an entrance guy. You're not a.
Oh my
Start
God,
slick
yeah.
and curly.
You're not going
Yeah.
Broadway.
Yep.
Yeah.
I look good in a fucking right light,
Yeah.
which is off.
Dim
and then-
lit, fire backed. Yeah.
You slick back, looks
Yeah.
sick, and
Music
then like an hour
playing.
in, it's just like that first curl, just like bing, you know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Like a spring on a mattress.
yeah,
just
it's like
pops,
that.
just
It's like that scene in the Lost World where they fall on the glass when they're falling off the cliff in the truck, and just like every time she moves and the glass
Yeah.
breaks, it's like that's
Like-
like my hair.
I don't want to like sidebar too far, but it was definitely she keeps fucking moving. Theme of the show.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
everyone else still holds still. It's the fucking girl moving around.
Yeah, she had to get her lucky
Yeah.
purse or something.
Yeah, it's some fucking bullshit. Okay, anyway.
she had to get her tampons.
Sidebar.
Sidebar. It's always her.
Yeah, her fault.
Her fault. Me too, her fault.
Look it. I'm not saying she asked for it, but she
No.
did bring the dinosaur back to the
She
trailer.
absolutely mothered that little dinosaur back for no
Yeah.
reason.
So before you send your letters, like the jokes are warranted.
And she made fucking
Yeah.
Owen carry it.
Yeah, there's blood everywhere.
She wanted to bring it back, made him carry it. Bullshit.
Yeah, poor Owen got dragged into it.
That guy that was up in the high got torn in half. All her fault.
Leo, never forget.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah, fucking bullshit.
It's one thing to know the plot of the movie. It's another thing to know everyone's first and last name, like their character and the actress. You know, it's
Yeah.
like
It was a great movie.
Yeah.
Was his name Owen?
Yeah. Vince
Oh,
Vaughn?
yeah.
it's hilarious.
Vaughn, yeah. Dr. Ian Malcolm, yeah. I don't remember his kid's shitty name, but I know she liked him.
Sarah,
Yeah, but
Sahara.
Give you 5
No,
minutes to
Sarah
come up with
Sarah
it.
was fucking the bitch
Julianne
who
Moore?
fucking- Yeah.
Yeah, the one that
Couldn't
caused.
stay still on the glass.
Dude. You know, if
she
you
couldn't
guys just use your brain for good, you might actually, you know.
No, we just hold pop culture references.
Useless knowledge.
Useless.
The
You
only
got
thing I
such
need.
a fucking endless pit of bullshit in both your fucking heads. It's ridiculous. I think it's because you feed off each other. It's almost like you guys can
We're
tap
autistic.
into each other. You know what I mean?
Also,
it's that
it's
brother
like-
thing, because you guys have just been talking at each other for
Harangue.
39 years or however old
I think
RJ
also
is
it's
now.
just like our white privilege of like we
Oh,
had
yeah.
a cottage when we were kids, and there was like
Yeah.
so many movies that
So many
were
movies.
there. But
it
you know what I mean?
rains, and it's all you do sometimes.
But I
right?
mean, there's so many the same movies. Like we
Over.
had The Lost World. I remember that where it's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like it's raining today again. What are we gonna
Lost
do? Well,
World.
put The Lost World in.
Batman Begins,
No,
Tombstone,
no. like
way
Batman
before
Forever.
that. Forever.
Batman Forever. Okay.
Batman Returns was off and on.
Yeah, heavyweights.
Yeah.
Heavyweights, yeah. I can't believe there's
the
not a
first
sequel to
Ninja
Heavyweights.
Turtles.
Like, this is the time to
Yeah.
bring it back.
I hear that. Like I'm sure
Little
we brought-
Giants? Do you remember Little Giants?
Little Giants,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
I
That's
think we
kind of
brought
like
it
the
up,
refrigerator?
little-
They're making
Icebox,
like a-
that's what they called her. Icebox,
Yeah,
the fucking
Ice
chick.
Box, yeah.
They're making a fucking Mighty Ducks like show on Disney Plus.
I
Or
know.
whatever.
That's what I mean. Like, there should be a
Ducks.
heavyweight show. Fuck
There
Mighty
should Be a
Ducks.
heavyweights. Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
Mighty
I don't know.
Ducks
I
1 and
probably
2
haven't seen that in
was
30 years.
so good, but then the third one was trash. That I
Yeah.
don't need to see a show.
Oh, yeah,
It's like
lost
you
all
ruined it.
momentum.
You ruined it. But I would
There's
like
no
to
momentum.
see Heavyweights, the TV show.
Yeah, heavyweights TV show would be sick. It'd be like,
Yeah.
what was that? Like that hot wet summer night or show?
Yeah, yeah.
With Paul
Ex-
Rudd.
Yeah, we know
Hot,
that
wet
show.
American
Hot
Not
weather,
that-
hot
not
weather
that
America.
Crazy. But like as long as it ends with them going to go-kart camp,
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. You know.
Why didn't they have that kind of shit when we were growing up? Or I guess we weren't that
They did. It
privileged.
was
We were
called
medium
Heavyweight.
privileged.
It's Heavyweights, the movie.
Yeah, it's true.
Heavyweights movies, like I don't know what, like the world slept on that movie. It was fucking great.
I remember
Yeah, I
when
can't
our
remember
grandma
what's-
bought us that movie. We're like, why?
Why?
And then
she bought
it-
me. She, for
And then
my
it was like,
birthday
this is the
that
best
one year,
movie. Yeah.
I was like 13 years old, and she bought me fucking.
You guys are just
heavyweight-
little fucking brats, eh?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
bought- She bought me
Turned out to be your
heavyweights.
favorite movie of all time.
Heavyweights and fucking Jerky Boys.
Oh yeah,
Like,
two
just, like,
classics.
Like two
Two
random
classic-
movies from
She
Zellers.
didn't know. She's
Yeah.
like, either he's like still wholesome and likes heavyweights, or he's rotten as shit and he'll love this
Yeah,
Jerky
Jerky
Boys.
I
Boys
mean,
was
every now
fantastic.
and then, like, I reflect on, like,
And you know what? She caught me at the right age where I liked both.
both were perfect. Yeah.
Like both, yeah.
I want
She
dick
came
jokes,
both
and I
those,
also
yeah.
want, like, my name is Lars. I'm from far away. I
I'm
would.
dogging it, Pat. I'm dogging it.
I was thinking about her the other day, and I felt like kind of bad because she had some obvious mental health issues, but she was a great grandma.
She was. Oh yeah.
Like she would be big on like when it was one of our birthdays, she didn't want the other one to be left out, so we both got presents on each birthday. Like we both like I remember
yeah.
clearly like the 1992 birthday. Between the two of us, we got every Terminator 2 toy there was. Like our birthdays are maybe like
Wow.
4 months apart, and it's like you get
Yeah,
6
yeah.
presents on your birthday, I'll get 3, and then my birthday comes up, I'll get another 6, and you
Yeah.
get 3.
6 and you'll
Yeah.
get 3. Yeah,
Yeah, we have the
so
whole
it's like
set. We
having a
have-
third brother.
Yeah, it's like we have everything. We have every fucking version of Terminator. We got the playset that you like pump it down and the plasma like covers the like the
Whoa.
T100, whatever the fuck it's called. We had everything. Like she was a
Even
great
if
grandma.
you only did it once, it was still cool
Oh,
as shit.
absolutely! Only did it
Yeah.
once, and then like wasted all the like the putty that came with it, like the fake skin that
Yeah,
came with
yeah.
it was wasted, and it's
But
like okay,
it happened one time, and every time you play with it,
Oh,
you
it was
thought about
sick.
that one time.
absolutely
it happened.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I also
Oh,
remember like the turning
All that
point.
matters.
The turning point in our like awesome grandma
Relationship
terrible
with my
selfish
grandmother.
grandchildren relationship.
Yeah.
It was like
She slipped on
1999.
something and then woke
No,
up
she
different.
just she played the wrong card. She didn't know how old we were and we were dead to her. Or she's dead to us.
Oh.
Like it was like 1999, Star Wars The Phantom Menace came out. I was in like first year of high school. Skyler's maybe in like grade 7, which is like 12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
And that year for Christmas, she just got us all Star Wars shit. Like, we got Star Wars shirts, Star Wars toys.
Yeah, but you know what? She's been probably just shooting in the dark the
That's
whole
what
time,
I mean.
And
the
just
same
hitting
way. The same way he
know?
got Jerky Boys and fucking Heavyweights on the same birthday,
that
like
makes sense.
a rated G movie and a rated R movie on the same birthday.
Yeah.
Like, she just went to Zellers or Walmart and just
it was
like,
just two
oh,
right
this
next
is
to
the
one
like
another,
popular
right?
thing. I'm gonna buy them.
H-I-J. It's only one.
This is the popular, like, this section has all the lights on. I'm gonna buy the two of them. Everything in this section, every T-shirt, every toy, everything. And it just missed the mark. Like, she didn't do a very good job.
Yeah.
Like, we were too old for
And at
Star
that point,
Wars.
you're
I
too
don't.
old. Yeah.
Like, I'll see the movie, but I don't need a Darth Maul T-shirt, Grandma.
Star
Like, I
Wars
would
is
rather
the
like
fucking
$80 in an
gayest
envelope.
shit.
Yeah, like, you
Star
fucked
Wars
up.
is easily the gayest.
It's,
fucking
oh my
series
god,
ever.
yeah, it's so French. Yeah,
Fucked up in '99. Yeah.
and I feel like that was the end of our
God rest your
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she
Was that
did.
your mom? Was that your mom or your dad's mom?
Dad's mom.
My dad's.
Yeah,
The one that lived in the basement.
yeah, for a few years longer. But I mean,
You know, all those
she was a
years I
great
coming by,
80s and
I
90s
probably
grandma. She
only-
lost it in the
I
2000s.
probably only met her a handful of times.
Yeah, most people didn't.
Talked to her once. Yeah.
She was a recluse.
Yeah.
Brown recluse.
I
A
think
brown
I've
recluse.
seen her a bunch,
last
but
name
we
was
never
Brown.
talked.
She was a brown recluse.
Yeah. I mean, she was always super sweet. She was super
Oh, yeah.
nice, sweet lady
yeah, no,
for
she
what
wasn't.
it's worth.
She was, yeah.
80s and 90s, she was the best. 2000s, she lost it.
98, she lost her weight.
Yeah, like 85
After
to
99, we
85
said
to
it.
99, she was a great grandmother. After that, suspect at best.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
nan's still kicking, and it's like the older I get,
I can't believe that.
and the more shit. The older I get, and I look back on stuff, and like, what the fuck? And even just like talking to my mom now as an adult, and like regaling on some of our past, and she's like, oh no, that was not like that at all. It's like my perspective
how I
is
remember.
still of a kid, right?
Yeah.
And then you find out some like real truths and shit, and you're like, not just about Nan, but about family, and it's like,
Yeah.
man, like I didn't realize we were so fucking poor. I still had every fucking Ninja Turtle somehow.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
we were fucking poor, dude. Like, I come from nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you could take one look and guess, but it's like,
Yeah, you don't
part
get
of my
that.
charm now.
When you're a kid, you have no concept of money, but I do like
None.
often
No.
like think back to those kinds of things. Like, we'd be in like the department store with her mom and be like, we want a toy, and she'd be like, no. And it's like,
Yeah.
well,
No, you get all of your toys on your birthday and Christmas.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
but I mean, this is just
like-
like a regular, like, this is a fucking, like, summer night or summer afternoon. This is a random Saturday.
Yeah. It's like,
And we're like,
no.
we're in the,
Go
like, we
shovel
have
some
to,
driveways.
we have to stop at the, like, Ninja Turtle section.
Yeah.
And, like, we're just, like,
No.
gushing over fucking Baxter Stockmans and all that shit. And she's like, no.
April O'Neil.
No one wanted April O'Neil. That was a waste of plastic. But
I have her though.
you
I had
would,
her.
as a fucking
You had to
accidental
have
gift.
Well, I had them all, dude.
But then
And
it would
you
be
needed
like,
to
she's like,
fight.
you're not getting a wrestler, you're not getting a little Hasbro, you're not getting a Ninja Turtle.
Nothing.
But then me and
You're
Skyler
not
would be
even
like, well,
getting
can we
that
get a G.I.
25
Joe?
You might get a 25-cent machine
That's
on the way
it.
out.
She's
Maybe.
like, yeah, you guys
Yeah.
can get a G.I. Joe. And,
Or
you
G.I.
know.
Joe, yeah.
But because it's like, those were like $3 toys. Like, they're so little.
Yeah, they're
You
like
know.
$2.95.
Yeah,
two
I mean,
sometimes.
and that's like
Yeah.
puts in perspective the like financial side of it. It's like, yeah, a fucking Ninja Turtle might be $9 each, like, and this is pre-Interac. Like, she's just going on the money she has in her fucking wallet,
Yeah.
and it's like, I don't have an extra $20 for fucking toys.
Yeah.
But I could maybe like scrounge up $8 in change in the bottom of my purse. You can get a G.I. Joe.
Yeah, like back then, $100 was a month's worth of groceries.
Oh,
now
easy.
it's like you can go to the grocery store twice a week and spend $100 both.
I remember when I was like a kid and I like had like a good birthday where like aunts
Oh,
and
yeah.
uncles came and I got like I would get like $150 or so.
Right.
Yeah,
And like
Yeah,
I
dude.
would live like a king.
and you're 11.
Yo,
Yeah,
like
and-
what?
And I would never.
You know?
I'd be like,
First
what the
communion
fuck, Dad?
and
You're
shit.
a cuck. Like
Yeah.
you're working all this time for like nothing. Like you can live off.
Yeah, all
of
you gotta do is have a
nothing.
birthday every day.
Yeah, like what
Yeah.
the fuck is wrong with you, right? But then, like as you get older and you realize that it's like $150 is like it's just
Nothing.
It's piss in a barrel.
That's
Like,
your
it's
gas
nothing.
money.
Well,
this
it's
week.
also
That's why,
like
yeah.
even
That's a Tuesday.
This is 25 years ago too and shit, right? It's like
Yeah.
you know
Inflation.
inflation.
$20 actually, but beyond like the obvious inflation,
Mm-hmm.
$20 actually just did go
Oh
like,
yeah.
a lot further because everything has inflated. Like literally everything. Like you could go and get 50-cent chocolate milk because you can't get chocolate milk for less than $2 now. It's
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
you know
I remember like
inflation's not on par with everything else.
being like a kid in the
know?
backseat of the
Damn it.
backseat of the car and like going through a gas station, and it was like a standard like mom or dad would like just hold a $20 bill out the window, like 20 no lead. Like that's kind of what they would say.
Yeah.
20 no lead.
Yeah.
And it's like-
Unleaded,
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 no lead. And it's like, well, A, there's no fucking lead in any gas anymore. That's not a thing.
No, but that
But
was
you're
a
not
saying.
But you're not filling up your fucking gas tank on $20 anymore. Like that's not a thing either.
No.
It's
no,
$35, $40 easy.
Yeah.
But 1992,
I mean-
20 no lead, you're good to go.
20 that doesn't matter.
20 no
Do
lead.
you guys remember Orchard Hill? That little iced tea in the jug?
Kind of.
No.
It sounds
Are you
familiar.
drinking it
It's
right
from
now?
Guelph.
Yeah.
It's from Guelph.
Is it a
Like
raisin
it's a
bagel?
Guelph drink.
No, I have no idea what you're talking
But
about.
it's like a little it looks like a milk jug, but it's just a little baby milk jug with a green cap.
Okay.
It's called
Okay.
Orchard Hill. OH.
I remember the
and
name.
it's like
I can't
huge
picture.
out west here.
Oh, yeah,
Like
of course.
the thing is, I hadn't drank it in
Cactus.
15 years.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And then out here, it's like in every store. But I remember, like that was we go to. I think it was the Petro Canada right on the corner there,
Yeah.
or maybe it was the other one, the Husky or something that was kind of across from the Georgetown High.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It was one of those like on the main
Sunoco.
road.
Yeah.
Sunoco or whatever it was.
Sunoco,
And
yeah.
like same thing, I'd go with my nan and it'd be like she'd give me 20 and I'd put 18 in the car and get an OH and come back and sip on my OH, right?
Right.
Like, and it was like, and that $18 filled her car. It might even be more change left over.
Right. You get change.
Dude, I mean, I don't know how we got so gay and nostalgic about like here,
Oh, yeah.
and, like talking to like a bunch of old men, but yeah, things aren't like that anymore. You
No.
can't even go on Craigslist and find a van for less than 16 grand.
Nice
Fucking
segue.
mother, fucking.
I mean,
cunt
we've been setting
motherfuckers.
up for this fucking segment, but I've also drank 9 beers. Like, I don't even know if I can read this fucking thing now. So,
Well, you don't have to read it, RJ.
I'm going to try to read it. And don't laugh at me for my reading skills. But basically,
We
Mike
all
has
know
this-
you read at a 5th grade level. We
I
all
do
know.
read. I read it at 8th grade level. But basically, as you know, loyal listeners know, Mike buys a lot of vans. That's what he loves. He's a van guy, 3%er. And he's gotten into this thing over the last year of people post vans for sale.
I'll call it a personal vendetta. Yeah.
Vendetta. He's absolutely on a vendetta.
Yeah.
People are posting
Vendetta.
vans, inflated prices, and he starts, just roasting them via DM on Craigslist, telling them how stupid they are.
Phone. If I get their phone number, I'll text them too. I'm not above it.
And I guess the natural evolution of this process is Mike copies and pastes their ad and posts a new one using their photos and just slightly changing their descriptions, but using their phone numbers also, so they get a whole bunch of stupid fake offers.
Oh, I definitely. This time I did. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this time I did.
So I'm going to read the original post and then Mike's post that he used with the same photos, phone
I
number.
think you could probably just jump back and forth, line for line, or not line for line, but like
I'm
part
not doing
for part
that
kind of thing. Right?
I don't. I'll start this off and then I'll switch to yours because yours is way funnier. But basically, these
So, I mean,
people
you don't have to
are,
read the whole fucking thing.
first world white priv losers.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so they start. They shared maybe 9.
Hold
photos.
on. Before you start reading
Sure,
it,
sure.
before you start reading it, I want to set the tone here. Okay, like this van is a 40-year-old van. whatever.
What year is that?
43-year-old
What year
van,
is that?
whatever it is, right?
Early 80s?
Yeah.
77.
77?
77.
Jesus.
Same as mine. It's exact same van that I have.
76
So
tradesman,
and it was-
actually. Now that I
Yeah,
read.
76. Okay.
Sure.
So either way, it's 4 years old, dude. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and through my time in owning vans and being around vans and just vehicles in general, things need work. And the longer they go without getting attention or being maintained, the more they deteriorate, as does anything. Think
Yes,
about your
especially
cocksucking knees,
vehicles.
RJ. You know what I mean? like how bad are those? How bad are your ankles? You know, it's
Yeah.
like if you don't keep track or keep care of shit, it breaks down. And like, so all these cucks buy these vans for, they probably overpay, but they buy them for relatively cheap in comparison, and then they just throw money at it on an interior kind of, and like, you know, they just glam it up without doing any real work. And now they think all of a sudden that this vehicle that's supposed to get you down the road safely is worth $10,000 more because they've invested X amount into it.
Yeah, it's
And
not a
like
home.
the vein, yeah, it's just like dressing a pig, right?
Yeah.
Still a fucking pig underneath. So I take exception to that in so many ways. One, you're inflating the market.
Sexy pig,
Two,
though.
you're putting. It's a sexy fucking pig. It really is. But like, well, not this one. This one looks like a cheap ass fucking motel. But
Okay.
either way, it's like, and I say it to them, right to them in this. But either way, it's like there's all these like it's not even a safe vehicle now at this point. So it's like you're selling this person a dream, a fantasy. They're buying a beautiful van to tour the country, and it breaks down before they even get out of town. It's like,
Yeah. Oh
dude,
yeah.
or drives them off the fucking road because tie rod shot or ball joint shot, and it literally drives them off the road to their death. You know what I mean? It's like, these are fucking 44-year-old vehicles that need work. You can't just slap a bunch of curtains up and, call it good.
I'm great. I'm happy you just like went through all those like actual mechanical things, because reading like what they're selling it on makes me laugh so
It's
fucking
so
hard.
cuck.
Okay, so
It's
here
so
we go.
cuck, right?
Here we go. I imagine also like this might be a theme recently, but I feel like a girl wrote this.
Oh, it's Melissa. Her name's Melissa.
But
Yeah.
there you go. I didn't even read. Like, this is a fucking girl wrote this for sure. We're very sad to say goodbye, but it's time to let old Betsy camper van find another home as we move on to the next chapter of our lives. It's a 1976 Dodge Tradesman B200. We're the second owners, purchased in 2018. AKA, this thing sat in a fucking garage for 30 years.
Did they write that?
Yeah, this is the fucking...
Yeah, they wrote that. And now read what I wrote.
No, I'm gonna keep going. Like, this is fucking gold.
Okay.
They said AKA.
No, I added that.
Okay.
Like, they
no,
bought
no.
it in 2018, and they're flipping it a year and a half later.
Well,
like, shut
and
the fuck up.
on the original ad, which you don't have there's pictures of what it used to look like, and I'm telling you, this thing was fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
Like,
it's dog shit.
visibly. So
It's dog shit.
all they did was slap some chalk paint on it,
Hey,
is what
don't
they
blow
did.
up my spot. I gotta get to that part. I'm
Okay,
gonna get to the chalk paint.
Okay.
The original owner was a carpenter. He converted the van into a camper. He kept it in mint condition over the years and rarely used it. We purchased it, did a full renovation to make it look more modern. It only has 22,000 miles.
But it was mint, so why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Approximately 35,000 kilometers. Mainly weekend camping trips. Automatic transmission, rear wheel drive, 8 cylinders.
Yeah, so
Clean
about
title.
that, hold on. About that, let me stop
Yeah.
you here.
Yeah.
That fucking odometer bullshit, it rolls over. I'm just gonna segue into my letter. It doesn't
Right.
stop. It doesn't stop and go from 100 to 200. It stops at 99999, and it rolls back to 0.
Right.
So that 30,000 they're quoting on there, which they fucking know well
barely
enough,
off
if they've
the
looked
fucking
at it.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
dude, it's either 130 maybe, but likely 230. And I
So-
do think I referenced that in my fucking ad.
Before we go to your ad, I'm just gonna quickly like break down their like features. Like, I mean, these
Oh,
are the
yeah.
features
Features for
selling the
days.
van. You just went
Oh,
through like
man.
a few mechanical things. These are the features that they want
Oh,
to
the
sell this
features.
van at.
So many features.
There's a full paint job.
Wow.
There's new
Yep.
all-season tires. Would you guys believe that there's new windshield wipers
Oh my lord!
installed?
You got to get your money back on that, right?
New
you gotta get your
windshield
money back
wipers.
on those wipers.
Hey,
Are
bud.
they 16? Are they 16-inch or
No.
are they 18-inch?
Hey, they're
16
new.
inch.
They're new.
They're 16 inch. They probably add about 40 horsepower. Yeah.
Barely out
Yeah,
of the
that's-
plastic.
How that works.
Wow.
Installed
That's-
cubic mini wood stove. Favorite part of the van in brackets.
Which is dumb. Which is dumb, by the way. And I'll break that
Absolutely
down later.
Absolutely dumb. Would you guys be interested
And
in
also,
that?
that's a $600 stove. It's fucking retarded. Okay.
Hey, our word. There's a new Bluetooth
that's
radio. Do you guys want a new Bluetooth radio? What if there was a new light over the cabinet? And as Mike alluded to earlier, there's new curtains.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what they're selling a van for.
So they're basically trying to just sell you on the interior
Interior of the van.
Well, it's all it ever is, usually, yeah.
of the van. Right, like that's all that's they're saying there is like check out how cool the inside
Yeah.
of this van is.
In the thing you shared with me, Mike, you don't have their asking price. You remember it offhand? It was like 20 grand.
Their asking price was $16,900.
Jesus.
A Bluetooth radio and new curtains and new windshield wipers on a 40-year-old van. So then Mike has, done the Lord's work, copied all of their photos, their phone number, and most of their copy, and just kind of reworded it a little bit, reposted it on Craigslist, and is only asking for $1,600, which is like the realistic asking price for a 40-year-old van that has new curtains.
I mean,
in it.
honestly, if they could probably, I would say, because they have some stuff in there and it's not a total dog, $6,000 would be like if everything's in reasonable driving condition, they could probably get the high end of what that van's worth, and it's around $6,000. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if anything major is questionable, no matter how much money you got invested in solar panels and bullshit, it drops down to about $3,000. The
Right.
van should be able to be had at a reasonable condition, semi-drivable, with some work need to be done, between $2,000 and $3,000. You know, $6,000 on the high end, maybe $8,000 if it's like immaculate. But this doesn't
tranny.
This doesn't even scratch the surface of
Hey,
being
they got a
fucking
Bluetooth speaker
concourse
installed,
van.
buddy.
Yeah. I'm a pretty big
Two
car guy.
speakers.
There's a Bluetooth speaker, bud.
I'm a pretty big car guy, and
Yeah.
like I would
Oh,
tell
obviously.
you guys that like
Love big
as
cars.
a someone that's not really in the market for a vehicle like this, like
Yeah.
I think to ask anything over like
A couple grand.
I would say eight is probably like the max.
8
I
is
would
probably
be
the highest you're
spending
going to
on-
see. Unless it's a showroom quality. Because people do
Yes, I
customize these
yeah.
vans. Yeah, but
I
like
understand.
any reasonable daily driver or even like top of the line, pristine engine, everything, body work, that's $8,000. You're right. That's exactly it. Like that.
Yeah.
That's the ceiling on these vans.
Yeah, like I couldn't imagine spending on a used vehicle. Like cars aren't
16
some-
grand.
something. Yeah, like
Dude.
they don't
60.
appreciate
I wish
in
I
value.
included
No.
the pictures.
They literally tell you that it's like as soon as you drive this off the lot,
Half
it's
the
gonna
price.
it's gonna depreciate in value, and like it's only gonna get worse,
Yeah.
right? So like you're saying,
Yep.
like unless you're legit like doing the underbelly of the beast and like the
Yeah, you need
innards,
The
Like,
guts,
Yeah,
yeah.
you need
The
to,
guts.
and that's where your $8,000 van comes from.
Because
Yeah,
like
this
cuck van
superficial
owners,
shit,
like
yeah.
they also want to do
Yeah.
the renovation themselves. Like they want to put in their own Bluetooth
Well,
speaker.
that's one thing
Yeah.
that fucking bothered me. They said that the original interior was mint and
Yeah.
maintained by this carpenter guy, and you ripped out all the
All
shit
that
that you'll
shit.
never be able to get again. All
Yeah.
the original upholstery and everything to put in
Yeah.
your cuck shit that
Yeah.
looks like that's
yeah.
one big irk for me.
Okay,
Do whatever you want. It's your van, your property, but like you're gonna make that a point of saying this is something to improve the quality of the van. It
Yeah.
doesn't. Like
This
and I
was-
even said to your brother or whoever I was talking to when this whole thing came
God
out the
knows.
first time. I was like, if they had left the original interior, they could have. If they had left the original interior, the van would be worth more than with everything
Right.
that they've done.
It's like saying I
Like
got
in
a
any banner's eyes.
I got a 67 Firebird mint, but I took the dash out to put it in a fish tank. It's like, well,
Yeah.
Nobody wants
exactly
that.
like that.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, it still works.
I pimped my ride, and now there's a PlayStation in the dashboard. And I took out the original
Listen,
seats
dude,
to
it'll
like.
only be original once.
Yeah.
It'll only be original once. And when
Yeah.
like, there's a time, like your brother was saying, as things will depreciate year after year after year, there is a time, and with certain vehicles and certain things, it'll come back around. It'll start to, like, it'll hit a bottom, and then it'll start to come back up. And
Yeah.
the van's definitely on the upswing now, any van, because it's a hot ticket thing. But
Yeah.
in the next 5 years, it's going to come right back down to, simmer down to a reasonable level once all the cucks get it out of their system and realize that it's not for them, and
No.
they need to spend money on it, or have like some kind of, or learn how to deal with the van. Like, you need to learn how to deal with it, or spend money on it. And if you're not going to, a lot of people aren't going to do either of those things. They're going to end up, just parked for years and years until I come along and van farm them. But
Yeah.
they're going to move on to the Sprinter vans and the Astro vans and the fucking, all the new vans are going to be the way to, like, if there's any left, to get these cucks out of the fucking way so I can get all these old cool vans.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
They're going to have to
complete
move
yourself,
on
for
and move
sure.
on quick, or I'm going to start smashing heads.
I feel like this is like the.
'Cause they're fucking up my vans.
The plot of like a Scooby-Doo movie. Like, you're the
Totally.
bad guy. That.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the bad guy for
I
sure,
would have had all
though.
those vans
oh, yeah.
if it weren't for you damn kids, you know?
Yeah, but also like he's the guy that's
True.
like front
Leave
and
him
center of the guy that like I love vans. Like everybody knows him at the beginning of the movie,
Yeah,
and then the
he's
like
the
twist
van
at the
guy.
end
The
they pull the
friendly
mask off.
banner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the friendly
Friendly
banner's
banner,
also the
yeah.
fucking guy that's
Yeah.
sabotaging all the vans.
Oh, dude, this is for sure a Scooby-Doo.
It's so,
Yeah, this is a
okay.
Scooby-Doo
So let's
wow.
go to like so Mike took again. He took all the photos that this fucking Melissa posted, her phone number, and
Oh, yeah.
just made his own ad, and
Yep.
it reads like this: caller.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. So you did go full Scooby-Doo villain right now.
I did. I totally
yeah.
did.
With
It might
this-
even
this
be legit
ad.
illegal what I did.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
it could be.
You
Let's
could
hear
shut
it.
my
Could
door.
Yeah, I did go full Scooby-Doo. You're good call on that.
Yeah, you're the Scooby Doo villain.
They just ripped my whole face off. It wasn't for those pesky kids.
So Mike writes in his fucking false ad, "We're very sad to screw you over, but it's time to let our old cucky camper van find
No. I started with call or
call
text,
or
please.
sorry, you're right. Call or text
Yeah.
exclamation point, and then this fucking Melissa's phone number. We're very sad to
Yeah.
screw you over, but it's time to let our old cucky camper van find another yuppie home. It's a 1976 Dodge Tradesman B200. We're the second owners, and we've done nothing with it except it make it more unreliable or unsafe to drive. It's dressed as a pig, as they say. The original owner was a carpenter and did full renovation to make, and we did a full renovation to make it look like a cheap motel. But worse? Question mark. It only has 22,000 miles, around 35,000 kilometers on it, which is what we just tell stupid people because it's likely 220,000 miles because the odometer rolls over at 100,000. But shh, don't tell anyone. Renovations. We spent $1,000 in a bunch of superficial crap to make it look cool on Instagram. The original drivetrain and all the necessary mechanical components, aka everything, is there, but the crap we slapped on to screw you out of 16 grand. Only message me if you're a yuppie cock with more money than sense. If this ad is still up, we're 98% losers. Thanks, Melissa."
I stand by it. I
Stand by it.
I think
Stand
that's
by it.
some of my finest work.
That's the Lord's work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is. So I think that's worthy of my first Instagram post on our Pretty Much Experts account.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I'm gonna
Nice.
put that up. I'm
It's
putting
coming.
it up.
It's
yeah.
put it
Or
up.
I'll-
Like
you
you-
put it up. Put the badge over it or something,
Sure.
You're like the Punisher.
You are. You're Frank Castle.
dude.
You are the Frank Castle.
Dude, I'll
of the van
fucking
world.
Frank Castle the shit out of a van right now.
All right.
Okay, dude. I just feel like if I'm just gonna stick up for the things I believe in, and these vans are fucking one of them. You know?
You know what?
See,
Like,
my
again,
only
like,
critique is...
this is the origin story.
Sure, yeah. This is Frank Castle.
Right?
Yeah.
is Frank
it's
Castle.
been a long
Mike
time
Castle
coming.
just
Family still
I'm gonna
exists.
stand up for the little guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
In the
I
dark
stand up for the
night.
big guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So my only critique is, since you posted her phone number, we
Yeah.
have no idea what the response was.
No.
I
No,
think it would be
none.
very
And
interesting
the ad
for-
was taken down days later. Like, I got
Yeah.
Craigslist flagged.
Of course, of course.
Oh, did it? Okay, good.
Yeah, the ad got taken down almost
The
right away.
system works. Good.
Yeah, she complained. Yeah, so obviously people messaged her.
sure.
She got some letters. Yeah.
But I would
Yep.
appreciate on the next go round, you put your first contact as your number, and then when people start messaging you, entertain it, and then hand it off to your girlfriend Melissa. Just so we have some kind of idea of how
What do
many
you mean?
people.
Just give him her number after that?
Yeah, like you
I see what you're saying.
you keep
Put
them
my
on the
number
line
up.
for a minute. And then pass them over and be like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is my girlfriend's van." Like, yeah, like you
Yes,
talk to
yes,
her,
yes,
just so
yes,
we have
yes.
an idea that
That's,
like.
that's
Wow,
pretty
that's-
dark, though. That's
But
pretty
if-
dark.
if the ad got
Let's
taken
not-
down-
let's not do that.
If the ad got taken down, that
But
means
I
like her
do-
phone got blown up.
Listen,
It's a
as far as
$1,600
content
van,
goes,
of course.
And, like,
people.
and knowing the full depth of how this saturates into their life,
Sure.
that makes sense. I do need to do that,
yeah.
but it's also like you guys were saying I was psycho just for making the ad.
Of
That
course.
is true psycho.
That is
Yeah,
true
that's
psycho.
like, yeah, we're
I'm
going
not
full
above
Night
it.
Stalker
I'm
shit
not
there.
above it.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
yeah, no,
you
I
got
don't-
time
I
on
don't
your
I'm
know
not
hands.
that
above it either,
I
but
don't know
maybe
that I
let's
need
talk
to do
about
that.
it off camera.
I can just
before-
I can just put this. Yeah, maybe I'll do it, and we'll never talk about it on the show again.
Yeah.
But I mean, this I feel like this is just like it's my own. I get personal satisfaction. It's not about anybody else, and it's just like it's so selfish, but it feels so necessary, and I can literally do the thing or say the thing, and then just never think about it again. You know,
Yeah.
if I hadn't have been scrolling through our chat, trying to like before we started recording, trying to recall something that I had said. You know what I mean?
You're
2 weeks
Yeah.
ago when we were talking, I forgot that I even did that.
So let's
stupid shit.
like let's paraphrase
You know?
it. Like this isn't a bit Mike does for the show for
No.
the 100
I
and,
get- no.
170 listeners that we
This
have.
is real life. I'm
He
just
just
doing it
does
anyways.
this for no fucking reason
Yeah.
because Mike is a
There's
fucking
also
psychopath.
100 other fucking crazy things I probably or that you would consider crazy that I do.
Oh, everything you
that are
do.
just normal to me
Yeah,
at this
no,
point,
this
right?
is just something you just did, and
That's how crazy works.
we're bringing it up because me and Skyler think it's hilarious. But like, yeah, this isn't a bit for the
It
show.
is, yeah.
I'll admit, like when
No.
I wear the bang wire, it's for the show. I have only done it a handful of times,
The
but I'm
bang
like,
wire's
Me too,
always
yeah.
for the show.
but it's like I'm gonna
Always.
like turn the you know the audio on for the show.
Yeah.
Versus like Mike,
It's always for the
you're a
show.
special
Bang.
breed. Like this wasn't for the show. This is just for you to fucking giggle and cackle to yourself.
Yeah. You brought this up like
Dude, that's,
after the
what
fact.
else
After
are
the
we
fact.
doing anything for? Why do you eat food? Why do you think I wanted the best food in my fucking mouth all the time? Because I have to eat it. You know what I mean?
and
I'm
it
not going out
takes
there and
sweet
eating
dumps.
McDonald's
Sweet
and
dumps.
bullshit. You know, I want real fucking sustenance. I want shit to
Sure.
taste good. You know? It's like I'm doing this for me. This is my life. I don't give a fuck who knows about it. You
Oh,
know?
Yeah.
It's great for us.
I
though.
just don't care about it in any way.
This is
And
where
it's
you
like
play
this
that
feels
Drake song.
as crazy as it is, this feels way more normal than like going to the library and being quiet or fucking, you know, like I'd rather stand on the corner and shout about something than like, I don't know, just be typecast and like put into a nice little box with everybody else. It's like, it's fucking bullshit. This is what gets me 6 to midnight, you know?
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
I spend my time trolling people in my way. It's like I'm getting banned from Facebook every fucking week now for calling people cucks on the marketplace, and it's like,
You know what?
and they all deserve it. They all deserve it.
You know what's funny
You
is
know?
I feel like there's a part of me that does want to like abandon social media, but then also just like adopt a
It's
new
so funny.
persona on social
That's what I
network
Mm.
and just troll like people I know, people I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like erase
It's fun.
myself so it doesn't come back to me, but also just like then just go unrelenting on like I don't give a fuck. Like I'm not gonna be PC. I don't, you know, like, and just
No.
tell the world how it is via social network.
See,
Yeah.
I don't feel the need to like tell people what I think unless it's about something that I actually give a shit about.
Unless it's
Personally, right? Like I'm
Yeah.
not just going and I'm not going to start a Russian troll account and just be like, Trump's a racist and just see who fucking bites. Like, I don't give a fuck about any of that. But
gotta
if
be
you're stepping
pointed.
on my toes with my Vans and shit, and like, or just being a cuck on Facebook trying to sell an old banana, it's like, I'm coming at you. I'm coming for you. You know?
Yeah.
You got Hitler. You got a Hitler bust posted on Facebook for fucking $3,500
Tony
for
Hawk.
a fucking Hitler statue. It's like, I'm gonna talk to you about that. You might not like some of the shit I have to say. You know? But really, actually, that person, I only had one message exchange with them. I don't remember what it said. It said,
Wait,
like,
we'll
the
back it
Tony
up.
Hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, you posted on our chat of someone was selling a bust of fucking Hitler on Facebook.
Yeah.
And it was just
for
like,
$3,500.
it wasn't described as, like, Nazi
No,
memorabilia.
It said like little bronze man statue
Yeah,
or something like that.
Statues,
It was clearly
Little
Hitler.
bronze boy statue.
It was clearly Hitler.
Clearly only Hitler.
It was
a super detailed, high quality statue.
100%. Yeah, like it was
100% bronze.
It can only have been two people. Like it was either Hitler or Tony Hawk dressed as
Tony
Hitler.
Hawk with a mustache. Like, there was no other person.
Honestly, between the three of us, that whole idea of it being Tony Hawk, with you saying it, you drawing the picture, and me sending it to the woman, turned into the perfect trifecta of comedy right there. And the only thing she sent back was like an emoji. I think she wrote haha and an emoji of a smiley face.
Right.
And a wink, like
And a wink or something like that. Yeah. That was it. It was
Tony
just this
Hawk.
quick exchange. And then she she took it down, right? Like the thing went away.
Of course. It's a
And then I'm
Hitler
like
fucking
cruising
statue.
Marketplace like 3 days later, and there's a new ad for it.
Okay.
And it's same thing. It says little bronze boy statue
you
or
gotta
something.
look cool for a bit, right?
Yeah.
So this is a
Laugh
question
about
I
it
have.
and
Like,
believe
I mean, it's hilarious that, you know, you're trolling these people on
Yeah.
Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace.
That's a unique moment for sure.
Sure, but I mean, on Craigslist at least, like, you're looking for vans. Like, that's your thing.
Yeah, I'm looking for Vans. I'm seeing
Why?
what's in the market.
Why? Are you on
RJ,
Facebook
RJ,
Marketplace
it'd be
looking
the
for little
same-
bronze
it'd be the
boy
s-
statues?
Dude, no. Facebook Marketplace thing is just an amalgamation of everything that's posted, right? If
Is
it's
it?
like
I
in
don't use that
household
shit.
or automotive, yeah. So if when
I
you
mean,
go on, when
to
you
me,
log-
I'm
when
like,
you
you're
go on it-
Googling, you know, Facebook little
Are you
boy
gonna
statue.
fucking listen? Are
I'm
we
not
gonna
gonna.
start there? You gonna fucking
I'm
listen?
not gonna.
It's like
I'm gonna talk over you.
when, as soon as you log on, it's just everything that's posted in your area. And like that's the starting point. You start browsing there, and then it's like, okay, this category, and then you go into that category, and it's like, I got my favorites, you know?
Yeah,
It's
I get it.
Vans
We've all
and
browsed
shit.
before.
Brown's boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I've browsed some shit before on my day.
So that'll be on like the front page of the marketplace for whatever reason. And it's all this weird shit, like that Kurt Cobain shirt. I wasn't
yeah.
looking for T-shirts of fucking rock stars, you know. The fucking Jeff Spicoli shirt.
I was looking up fucking Stone Temple Pilot shirts and that came up.
Yeah, and then that awesome fucking bargain
That
came out.
jam.
That fucking sick bargain came up.
It's crazy, man. Like that, but being on there is also like it's sinful. There's like a sinful element to it because like I know I don't really need anything. You know, like there's things I'm always looking for. There's a certain kinds of guitars or instruments that I'm always looking for this thing. So I have my keywords pressed in with the alert buttons. You know, it's like so if something pops up, it'll
Tell
send
me
me a
what your
notification. Like,
keywords are.
Van.
well, right now I'm looking for a
Bronze
snare
boy.
drum. Yeah, van,
boy.
Dodge,
Bronze boy.
bronze boy, bronze little boy statues. It's everything you'd expect. It's like Fender or like there's a guitar I'm looking for right now that it's like or tenor banjo, snare drum, shit like that, right?
Snare drum, right?
Van.
Like they're not a dime a dozen.
Yeah, because I'm looking for that shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
but they're
no, I get
a
it,
dime
yeah.
a dozen. I don't want to spend $60. I want to spend $20. So I just play the odds, right?
Right.
So anytime a snare drum comes up, it's like I won't buy the first 1,000 that I see, maybe. But then there's that $20 one, and I get it. You know.
It's mad.
And then, but I'm mostly out there for Vans and shit. Like I met an old guy this week randomly, had nothing to do with Marketplace, and I followed him to his house, and it was super creepy.
Where did you meet him?
But he ended up At the grocery store.
Of course, yeah.
He was looking
glory
at my
hole.
truck. At the glory hole, aka the grocery store. They use those banana boxes with the holes in it. Everyone just pokes their wieners through. Yeah.
Why do you think they call it Sobeys? Because the glory.
I don't know. The glory hole. Okay.
It's glory hole.
Yeah, I met this old
See,
guy. And
you
he was
came out and
looking
he's
at
just
my-
in the
he was looking
parking
at my
lot,
truck.
like masturbating onto the back of your truck.
And you were like, looking
Yeah,
at
totally,
hog on
totally.
that
Look
guy.
at that hug.
No, he was just asking me about it. He was like, typical old guy shit. Like, oh, my brother or my son or whatever used to have one, right?
Sure.
And I just started telling him about all the grief I've been having. I actually got a new problem where my air pump bearing's going, and I think I'm just going to end up ripping it off and finding a shorter belt. I don't know what to do with it. I've never had the problem. I don't even know what the air pump is, but it's fucked. So anyways, I'm talking to this old guy about it, and he's like, basically it turned into like, oh, you like cars kind of thing, right? He's like, you ought to come over. I got a whole bunch of cool shit in the garage. And like, that was enough. Like, I don't know what the cool
You're
shit
done.
is, what
Yeah.
it relates to. I'm like, yep, totally, let's go. I was like, how far is it? He's like, 10, 15 minutes. Like, yep, let's go. Boom. We crossed the bridge and like
Hold
going
on,
to North
is this the story about how
Vancouver.
you got molested?
Like, the milk will curdle in the groceries I just bought. Like, fuck all that. We're going to this old guy's
Yeah.
garage.
Dude, I don't
This
care.
is some of that. Like, I
Yeah.
got some popsicles in the freezer.
Yeah,
downstairs.
Dude, it's
I got
exactly. right?
Candy.
But it's
I
COVID.
got some candy in my van.
But it's COVID.
Yeah. It's COVID. Wear a mask, but come to my
COVID.
van.
Well, it's COVID. I'm a little more desperate, I think, is what it is.
Oh,
Right?
oh.
I
it
can't
is.
get my garage sale old guy fix in any other way. I
Yeah.
got to get my fix, right? He thinks he's taking me there to kill him. I'm actually going to kill him.
Yeah.
He thinks he's going to kill me. I'm actually going to kill him.
Wow.
Mm.
So who got killed?
But I
with
didn't
it?
kill him. He turned out to be a nice guy, and I mean, obviously not going to kill anybody anyways. But he had some weird shit. He just had some like old guy shit. We just hung out in his garage. He had a 2-car garage. This like reasonably fancy house in North Vancouver, and fucking his wife came out and like sweet old lady, and he just had all this random old car shit, and it was just neat talking about it.
Yeah.
I was probably there for a cool hour. And I left with a couple trinkets. It was cool.
Oh yeah, that's pretty sick.
Take what you can get. Well, I mean, you can pretend like you understand, but
Well, no, I mean,
if it's
like,
not
you
for
went-
you,
I
if
mean,
it's
I-
not for you, it's not for you. Like RJ's
don't-
totally checked out here.
I mean, yeah, I instantly started texting because it's like a hood medallion from like whatever the
Not
fuck
a
you
hood
posted.
medallion.
It's like
Whatever, dude.
It's like a
Again, like I
Ram
can't even.
Charger.
I could talk all day till I'm blue in the fucking face about why this is cool to me. If
Yeah.
it's not cool to you, it's not cool to you.
It's not
the
cool
same
at all.
reason, like it's like you like dudes and I like chicks, and it's like we don't have to understand everything about each other. Listen, I'm gonna own a Ram Charger in the future. It's like a goal of mine. Like it's like a real life achievable goal.
I mean,
I'm gonna own this truck.
part of
I'm
me-
gonna build it sick.
part of me is like, it's so fucking weird that this old man like lured you into his like fucking house.
Dude, I would go 100 out of 100 times. 100 out of 100.
That's my point.
Yeah.
If you live to be 60, you're gonna be luring
Yeah.
fucking like people from the grocery store to come look at your goddamn
I
knickknacks.
already do it. What are you talking about? I'm already doing it.
Do you?
I've already lured. I lure all the time. Totally. If there's something in common with somebody, and especially
I mean-
like gearhead shit.
I mean, objectively, like, do you think this old man had any groceries that day, or did he just go to the grocery store, wander the parking lot
I
for an
seen him,
interesting
no,
and like
he
post
had
up?
groceries.
You know, the same way I would go to a bar.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm gonna post
Now that
up.
you
I'm
say
gonna
it.
look cool. Maybe it's a girl. Maybe it's a boy. I just want like a conversation.
Maybe it's both.
Maybe it's both. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
going in the middle. Maybe I want a they.
Maybe I'm stuck in the middle with
Stuck
you,
in the
right?
middle with
You
you,
know what?
baby.
Now that you say it,
Maybe I'm Steve
questioning-
Miliband.
I'm questioning his intent there, but
Yeah.
like,
Did
it
he have
all
groceries
worked
in his
out.
car?
Yeah, like Mike, I don't know.
I don't
Welcome to
know. I
fucking
didn't drive in
2021,
his
but you
car.
should be-
I didn't.
you should be
Okay, I didn't
questioning-
drive in his car.
You should be questioning everybody's intent in 2021.
2021.
Why is this guy inviting you
Dude.
back to his house?
With no groceries in his car. Why was he there?
Listen,
Come check out
regardless,
my
regardless.
I got
Listen,
popsicles.
I got popsicles.
it's an old man. What do you think he's gonna pull some Jackie Chan shit on me? You know what I mean?
He might.
Like, I could hit. No, not maybe. I could
Pose
literally
for a
push this
photograph.
man over.
Come back,
Right?
you little son of a bitch. It'll be like one of those, you know. Maybe he's got that Vietnam.
Do you
strength.
need a shower?
What do I have to be afraid of? There's nothing to be afraid of.
I got fresh towels. Why don't you take a shower?
Yeah.
Dude, like, I know my limit here, right?
Like
I'm going
honestly,
to check out
he's
his cool
like,
shit.
It sounds like a story where like he invites you over.
Oh, yeah.
And then he like unintentionally.
I just think it's crazy that you think this is the first time. It's happened every week. Okay? I actually just met another guy. His name's Kevin. He has a cool van. He's 39 years old. He has long fucking like Robert Plant hair. Rad dude. I actually bought some shit off him too. Since the last time I told you that I bought shit off an old man. I swear on my fucking life. He's like a new friend of mine. And I met him since I've met this old man. This is a weekly occurrence for me, guy.
Jesus.
Yeah, young, old, man, woman. I don't give a shit. I want to see your cool shit, and maybe I'll buy it. Especially if it's van shit or like truck shit. Like, I'm into it.
If it was 3% shit, I'm buying it.
I'm fucking buying it. Like, that's what I'm living to do. Is like enjoy my shit, enjoy my life, man. This is what I love.
Sounds like Storage Wars.
It does.
I would love to be a fucking part of that. Could you imagine? That's what you do for a job every day? You just go spend someone else's money and buy all this cool shit?
Yeah. Get your dick sucked by old men.
Yeah, I mean, that's a perk. Free lunch sometimes, and sometimes a free blowy.
Lunch in the
Maybe
suck.
lunch or two.
Lunch in the suck.
You might get a soup and a sandwich, you might get a blowy.
They call it a sack lunch.
No, dude, I mean,
Sack lunch.
it's, there's just no other way to do it as far as I'm concerned. This is what I want to do. It's like people who farm their whole life. It's like, that's what they want to do. It's not just
Yeah.
a means to an end.
People love that shit.
People love farming.
Yeah, I'm also
People love
like,
farming.
well, people love fucking putting vintage on everything and to get back to the van, marking up the
Fucking
like
Melissa.
everything's
I feel
just
like
ridiculous.
it's very much.
now.
It's like going to fucking like the Value Village and buying something and then
Yeah.
taking it and trying to resell it for like
Dude, that's
quadruple the
literally
price.
the whole Facebook marketplace is like that.
Right? Like
Yeah.
it's just it
That's
seems
people's
so
like
dumb.
livelihood. It's so
Yeah.
fucking dumb. Like
And
vintage
I
and
think what's
antique and
also-
all that's so fucking dumb.
Call me like maybe I'm an asshole for thinking this way, but it's like if you're trying to find a van on like Craigslist, I guess I don't know. It's like I feel like do your research and like if you actually do your research, like you're not going to be susceptible to buying these like $16,000 vans.
I
right?
know.
Like,
Sure.
It's just a
if you're
damn
gonna-
shame.
That's I think that's the warning we're trying to put out here, Mike, the fucking
Yeah.
van avenger. It's like you can easily get cucked, and
Oh.
you can like
Oh yeah.
if you don't know any better, like
Yeah.
you're gonna pay $10,000 plus for a van,
Dude, it
But
just
in
sucks
reality,
for people
like,
too,
they're
right? It's like
not
I'm gonna
that
enjoy my whole
much.
summer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend all of my savings. I mean, the people who have $16,000 for a van probably aren't spending all of their savings, but let's just say, right? You know, they're spending a ton of
Maybe it
money,
is, though.
and then we're gonna have this greatest summer of our lives. We're 22. We're spending all of our parents' money, and we're gonna have the greatest summer of our lives. And it just turns to be It just turns out to be like, you know, a money pit, and just like a totally horrible experience. And because van ownership can go that way. You know, it really can. So when I got my first van, this one that I'm sitting in currently now, this is crazy actually. I had a truck. I moved it back to Smithers. I bought a $1,500 truck off this guy Tom that was a friend of friend. He lived in a couple towns over. It was a whole thing getting there and getting this truck. But I landed. He's like, give me $500 now, and you give me $500 a month for the next couple months till it's paid off. $1,500. So it's like perfect, right? Because I got some money, but I don't want to just blow my nut buying this truck. But we needed a truck. Worked with us. It was awesome. Got this truck. couple months go by. It's now springtime, or it's like, 6 months later, it's like springtime now. And I fucking know another friend of mine has this van for sale. And it's like needs some work and this and that. He wanted $2,000. I was like, well, if I sell the truck for $2,000, I can leverage that into this van and we're even. We can, whatever. We still have a vehicle to drive every day. So that's what I did. I sold the truck to a friend of mine named Dee, who uses it now, still currently, for a landscaping business. She gave me $2,000 on the penny and let us use her vehicle to drive out to get the van. And I went to my other buddy and got the van for $2,000, and it was a piece of shit. It broke down every day for the whole summer. But I loved it, and I worked on it, and I learned how to work on it. And it has turned into 100% a lifestyle choice. Like, I'm vansexual.
Vansexual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've always liked cars, and I've always liked vans, and I've always liked tinkering with shit, and like it just, as soon as I got my own van, it all just made perfect sense. Like, nothing has been more clearer in my life.
I should stick my dick in this tailpipe.
Yeah, this tailpipe's just the right thickness.
You know what? I don't even need to get screwed when I'm in the van, because I'm getting lifted here, man. Like, it's just, it's all good, baby. I think about it all day, every day. What's the next cool thing I'm gonna do? How am I gonna improve it? There's the one that I'm in, like, living in, like, it's gonna get gutted once I live inside again, whenever that may be. Once I have a house, this whole thing's getting completely redone. It's just it's a thing, right? It feels natural, and it's like something that I value, and it's like I don't want it to go away, and I don't want it to be fucking, tainted, tarnished by all these yuppie cucks coming in and screwing with everything.
But I feel like I don't know. I feel like you're like Geronimo. Like you're like the last of the Mohicans.
I'm not, though. It's nice to think that way in a weird way, but no, there's a huge populations of people, if you
but
spread
I'm just
out,
saying, like, it's like you can't stop that capitalism. You can't. It's coming.
No, you can't.
It's coming one way or another. Like,
you gotta fight fire with fire, though. That's where I'm at, bud.
Ooh.
Fucking right. And that's why like, I don't even want to, like, I'm not taking credit for it, but that's why you do what you do.
I do it for you guys too, though. I do it for you guys too.
Yeah.
It isn't for the show. It's just for
it's for the making us laugh.
Make us laugh.
Yeah.
Make me send an LOL.
There's a part of it for sure. Yeah, one LOL is enough. I'll do it for one LOL any day.
I'm a humble man. One LOL.
Oh, so Skyler's laughing out loud.
And I'm sorry for yelling at you, RJ. But I mean, like, this is just like a. Well, I yelled at you to shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't shutting the fuck up.
But
I mean, like,
comedic.
if you don't get it, you don't get it, and that's fine. It's not your thing. You have your thing. Like documentaries or whatever is your thing. It's like, it's like, no, honestly, like, you have something that's just like, it's just so natural, and you invest your time and your energy and your thought into it, and it's like, that's what, trucks and vans and punk rock, and, we all have, there's crossover there with all of us, but.
Everybody's got their thing.
Yeah, don't be so fucking French about it, bud.
Oh, I'm getting right fired up. My cackles are up. Can you see them back there? My cackles are right up. If I had that poof still.
Back to that haircut that you wish you fucking had.
That sweet haircut, yeah. Do we have a ask a question?
We don't have an ask a question. The mailbag has been dry.
That's handy.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
I do have an ask a expert, though. I would say of all in the last 10 years.
Sure.
Of all of the Adam Sandler movies that you've seen, which one's your favorite?
Like, I feel like I've tapped out. Like, before we get into this, I've tapped out on Adam Sandler from a long time ago.
Because I'm back in hard.
I'm back in hard. We're back in hard.
I enjoyed the one that he did with the diamonds, the new one.
That's not an Adam Sandler movie.
Right? No,
that doesn't
count.
That
doesn't count.
But
Doesn't count.
Like,
no.
Okay,
Nope.
then Happy Gilmore is probably his best one.
No, we're talking the last 10 years, bud.
And then still Happy Gilmore.
Nope. I mean,
no.
Me and Mike are in a Adam Sandler renaissance right now.
It's bad.
I didn't even know it was happening till it was already happening.
It's already happening. Fucking
yeah.
Hubie Halloween is fucking hilarious. But I have to say, That's My Boy was one of the funniest movies I've seen in so long. Like,
see, I turned it. I had to turn that one off.
You started it though.
That one I couldn't get enough of that one. I'm actually gonna watch it again tonight.
Like when it just started, and I'm like, how is this a movie? Like it's so absurd. And then throughout him using that, zoo lover accent, like whatever the fuck that was, like I just have to like as I look at Adam Sandler, it's like yes, Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, like those movies were great. Little Nicky. Yeah. But then he started doing movies where he like turned into like a real character. Like he did his Big Daddy and 51st Dates and Click. Yeah. Like those movies are all
Vince Vaughn,
horrible movies. The Wedding Singer's okay, but he was like playing like a real character in a real movie, like trying to be authentic. And now he's like in the back end of his career. He's in the back nine.
He's going back.
And he's gone all the way back to just doing like the most absurd.
Plays a scumbag from Boston. Scumbag,
like my voice. I just talk like this the whole movie for no reason, and it's so fucking funny. I watched some.
He plays a legit retard.
Oh my god!
Has superpower. His thermos has superpowers.
Thermos has superpowers.
It's actually so cool.
It's so fucking funny. I watched Ridiculous 6 the other day, and he plays a Native American. Like, oh my god. Like it's so fucking funny.
So like I'm just gonna say
some credit though. Like I actually Googled it. I was like, is this Hubie thing like a book or something he's referencing like with the thermos? I was like, dude, I loved it. I loved it. As soon as I was like, this is just an original character.
It's so funny.
I was I'm all the way in. I don't care how gay this gets.
I have no problem with you guys being into this new Adam Sandler.
Call it the Renaissance
that you're into.
Yeah, he's in the
Renaissance. Like, I'm totally go for it.
I'm not embarrassed.
Pat on the back. Congratulations that you found this. I'm stoked for you. But I will no longer entertain your insults about my love for the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Because
that's fair
this is some fucking horse shit.
It's horse shit.
Laying all my cards out on the table right now, I'll make that trade with you.
I'll make that trade.
I will make that trade.
You just wait till
entertain this, but like I don't want to hear it ever again.
Because I even like that one he does with like David Spade and Chris Rock and shit. Like that's fucking hilarious.
Grown-up ones?
The grown-ups. Yeah. Like literally, he hasn't done a bad movie as far as I'm concerned ever. Because even when he was doing those stupid movies, like 8 Crazy Nights, like I didn't really see that. But that was I was just a little too old for that. But my sister loved it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it was like, so in my whole life, for the most part, every time he's done a movie, it's been like, kind of okay. I can kind of understand it. Like Click, like you said, and 50. I didn't really give a shit or care about those.
Trash.
But to somebody, that's a good movie. So as far as I'm concerned, he hasn't had a bad movie ever.
I'm all the way back in.
Yeah, so that's where I'm
doubling down.
I feel like I would entertain like even like a Wedding Singer, a like Big Daddy,
Waterboy. Come on, dude.
Whatever. Like they were good movies. I'm not saying they weren't, right?
Waterboy's number one.
He got mixed up with fucking Drew Barrymore and Jennifer Aniston.
Trash
and put
movies,
out some fucking garbage.
Garbage. I'm with you.
He got his,
those are definitely garbage.
And then he got his Netflix contract.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And he's going for it.
And it's just like I can't.
I don't know how.
His stand-up, for what it was, his stand-up special, for what it was enjoyable. I wouldn't call it stand-up, but it was fucking enjoyable. Like, it wasn't a bad hour.
I just can't fathom how you put on That's My Boy and did not laugh every single time he talked with that fucking accent. You gotta give it 15
minutes, because at that 15-minute mark, it starts to really get there.
Oh my god. And he fucks the grandmother. Like, it's so fucking funny.
The first half hour I laughed. It was funny, but then it, like, when it became just that, where, like, I think it's that, like, I am not on the train that this is funny the way he talks.
It's so
that
funny.
Like I'm not watching.
I think I'm also on the train. I'm on the train of like not only is it funny the way he talks, but the train that Netflix gave him like $40 million to make this movie. Like I find that so funny. And it's just like the end of That's My Boy is so absurd, and it like crushes me to the soul of like who wrote this movie. Like I can't spoil it for anyone that hasn't seen it, but it's the darkest. It's the darkest ending.
At this point,
You
It's
would
like,
be spoiling it for me because I can't remember the end of that movie. But I mean, I know I've watched it like 3 times now.
It's so.
I'll
I'm
try
gonna
it
spoil
again,
them.
but, like,
I'm
I
gonna
don't think,
spoil the
like, I can
movie.
get the
I'm gonna
remake
spoil
to
it.
sit
You know
through
what?
it.
Fuck it, Skyler. Do you want it spoiled right now? Are you gonna watch it?
Spoil
No,
it.
yeah, spoil it.
Spoil it. The ending of the
Well,
movie.
remember Susan Sarandon. Susan
Is-
Sarandon's back, right?
Yeah, so past that, Andy Samberg is Adam Sandler's son who's getting married. That's the whole point of the movie. In the end, you find out that Andy
she's
Samberg's
cheating,
wife
fucking the brother.
is fucking her own brother, cheating on him with his own
Yeah.
her own brother. And
She's
Adam
fucking her own brother.
yeah,
She's fucking her own brother, and they yell about
Adam
it at the
Sandler
wedding.
walks in on her riding the brother, and it's just like, what is this movie?
What is going on?
What
Yeah,
is
you're right.
going
It's
on?
ridiculous.
It's so
It's
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And like,
it's like,
and
who
like
wrote
Hubie
this?
Halloween is like this 40-year-old, like legit has a mental deficiency,
He's
magic
retarded.
thermos, and then some regular person who is like a normal working mother falls in love with this, and
Loves
it
with
takes
him.
advantage of this retard's like niceness.
throwback.
And the grandma kills everybody. Like it's
The grandma
fucking-
kills everybody. And throwback, that's the love interest from Happy Gilmore. Like, it's just like these movies
Yeah.
it's the same fucking cast over and over
It's
again.
fantastic.
She loves him for
It's
no
fantastic, but
reason.
who's greenlighting them?
He
That's
can
the real
barely
question.
speak.
And who's
That's my point. My point is, like, he submitted this script for That's My Boy to Netflix, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Yep, that's a good ending."
What and she's fucking her brother.
She's
We
fucking her
gotta
brother.
get full penetration.
Yeah,
we
they're
gotta
full
get full
pen, yeah.
penetration.
Does he just
So
hear
I
about
know
it,
the
or does he
network.
walk
We
in on
gotta
the
get full
sister
penetration.
riding the
I
brother?
feel like
Yeah.
I chalk it up to.
Oh my God.
Like, my verdict is just like Tyler Perry.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's Majuju or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
her
it's
name
the
is.
same
Yeah.
kind of movies. It's
It's
the
the
same
same
kind of
movie.
movies, of
Right, like,
course.
I can't.
Yeah. Eddie
you're
Murphy,
You're either
and all that
on the
shit.
bus or you're not.
Oh, yeah,
for
it's a
those
short
kind of
bus.
movies, and
Yeah.
like I can't. I understand that Tyler Perry is killing it and doing his thing and making movies that
I'm
people
sure, yeah, I
enjoy.
don't know.
But it's not for me, and like
No.
you know, and it's same with Adam Sandler. And
But 2 beats 1.
it's like Larry the Cable Guy. I'm sure he's
Yeah.
got an audience too.
Oh yeah.
But,
Yeah.
You know, I can't. It's just
Yeah,
it-
same thing. I was
it's
just
so-
yelling about the vans, right?
Like RJ, like you're saying. I think when I watch it with the roommate, and she's very cautious of like stuff.
Oh, yeah,
that
you can't
when,
watch-
Like, the
you have
whole
to watch-
movie
you
is
can't
the-
watch it with
You
Kevin.
can't watch
This
it
is
with
a
the
movie
fucking-
you watch
This guy's
with
got
Kevin.
like he's definitely got some sort of syndrome.
Oh
Yeah.
no, this
You
is
can't
one when
watch
she
him.
goes out for the night. You
When she
binge.
goes out, you get real
Yeah.
high, get a
Yeah.
Bucky a Tucky, and you watch that, and you just
Yeah, you gotta
cackle.
binge both. You gotta watch them both back to back, right?
I mean, like,
that's what you gotta
I'm telling
do.
you right now, I'm
spoiled
never
the
doing
ending.
That, so
We spoiled the ending,
I
but
bet you will. I bet you will.
it's so fucking funny. There's so
you
many
see-
scenes when they're at like strip clubs and shit, and he's just like, "What's wrong with that chick?" And she's got like a neck brace. It's so funny. Like
Yeah,
Nick
I'd like
Schwartzman's
to see
in it.
Norm
Like Nick
Macdonald start
Schwartzman's in
cashing
it. That's
on
like
all these
even
campy.
Oh my
fucking
God.
comedies.
Is
I
Norm
want to see
Macdonald
Norm
in
make a
them?
comeback. No, he should though.
He should be.
But like Rob Schneider makes his appearance.
Rob Schneider's in
obviously.
them.
See,
Yeah.
but that's just
Yeah.
it. It's like fuck.
Rob
Rob
Schneider.
Schneider's not good either.
No.
No, but like when he's in these Adam
When he's
Sandler
in-
movies, he's great.
Did
When
you
he's
guys see
the
that
fucking serial
that-
killer in
the
Hubie
wrong-
Halloween.
The Wrong Polly? Did you watch that one?
Not yet. It's on my to-do.
It's pretty good.
I don't even know
Oh,
what that
okay.
is. I don't know. What
It's
that is.
like
I'm only a week into
It's
my
a
Adam
legit-
Renaissance.
I feel like it's a legit movie. Like, you know, just the not like I'm gonna put on an accent.
Oh, I think I think I might have seen.
for the whole movie. It's so funny.
right? Like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
what
that.
you get, bud.
That's
That's
it.
what you get. So tell Kevin to fucking make a friend
Yeah.
and leave the house for the night, so
Go
you
do
can fucking
Pilates.
binge some Sandler with
I
us.
will say the other
Go
other
do
night,
Pilates.
I fucking made
Yeah.
Kevin watch a hockey game,
Mhm.
and it was like with the caveat of like you're watching this, and then when it's done, you can put on anything you want.
Mm.
And he just fired off
They-
fucking like SNL shit for the next like 2 hours.
That's
like, we
pretty
just
good.
got drunk and high and watched SNL skits, and like the one with Saturday Night Live with Adam Sandler, where he's just like
Oh,
goes to the
visits
family
the family.
reunion.
Yeah, that's a fucking great skit.
right. And like
Yeah.
there's another one too with Christopher Walken, where he goes to a family reunion and it's just like every cast member doing their own Christopher Walken impression. And it's pretty silly.
I'll check that out.
But that's about as
Well,
far
let's
as we'll
fucking
go.
wrap it up. But I just want to give a shout out to my friends for sending me a care package. No one's gonna see the YouTube, but
No.
I got these chicken bones, which is Canadian
Chicken bones.
treasure,
Oh, nice.
and
Is it-
the fucking Uncle Cuck.
Did they send
Wow.
you a bag of
Frosted.
fish heads too, or?
Yeah.
They sent me all kinds of goodies, dude. Honestly, I got spoiled. Spoiled.
Nice.
Spoiled.
Oh, boy.
All right. Well,
Nice.
with that, thank you, Bike Thieves, for the intro. You guys are fucking rad. Their album's out on Stomp Records. Old news now, but still a good album. I got nothing to wrap this up. Boys, last words? Anything?
Yeah, I'm just gonna crunch.
Crunch into the mic, full blast, sure.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tune in next week and we'll reveal our predictions of who got shot during the inauguration.
I mean, I
yeah.
feel like people will fucking know by now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying we won't
Dude.
talk about
Okay,
it until maybe
sure.
next week.
True,
Unless
true.
like nothing happened.
I mean, nothing might happen. We may never
Yeah,
bring
we'll
it
see
up
what's
again.
up.
I bet you nothing happened.
But if you
We
have
gone long 2 weeks in a row. Let's
Sure.
fucking get out of here.
fan questions, send them in. Pretty much email at gmail.com. Give us a proper ending to the show. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Bye.
yeah.
Bye.
Thanks everybody for tuning in this week. We are Pretty Much Experts. You can check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and YouTube. While you're at it, go have a look at our Facebook page. You can ask an expert any time of day or night, whatever you like. And if you're into it, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We want to hear from you, baby. Thanks again, everybody. Tune in next week. We are Pretty Much Experts, and we love you, I guess.